Welcome back at 6:51. Time for your morning news now. Starting with new information on what prompted emergency officials to enact a shelter-in-place order in Winona yesterday. According to police, officers responded to a report that 25-year-old Stig Boer allegedly assaulted someone with a sharp object on Junction Street before fleeing. This led police to issue a shelter-in-place order and send out emergency alerts to residents' phones while a manhunt was underway. Some confusion arose when Winona State University reportedly sent out a message stating there was an active shooter in the area.
I was on my way home from baseball practice, and I was like, oh my! I sped home, and because I didn't know what happened. Like I was imagining, like, what if there's a sniper on the roof or something of somewhere? Like, I mean, I was just trying to get home with my life at that point.
Winona police later clarified at 8:20 there was no active shooter and the shelter-in-place order was lifted and apologized for the confusion. Police later took Boer into custody around 9:30 last night near the 1100 block of Highway 61. The person who was assaulted was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. A top Parkinson's disease specialist met with President Biden's physician at the White House earlier this year. White House visitor logs show the Walter Reed Medical Center neurologist visited the White House at least 8 times since last August. The visitor logs did not provide reasons for the visit, including if they were in reference to the president. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says Biden had been seen by a neurologist 3 times during his presidency, and each was around the time of his physical. Happening today, the first day of the 2024 NATO summit in Washington will start, leaving some questions about Ukraine's desire to join. The Biden administration promises NATO will reveal new steps for Ukraine to overcome in order to become a member of the alliance. Sources say a draft communique calls Ukraine's path to membership, quote, irreversible. Former U.S. Special Representative for Ukraine negotiations, Kurt Volker, says he doesn't think that means Ukraine will be a member anytime soon.
We've had now since 2008, 16 years of NATO saying Ukraine will be a member someday, but not really taking the step to invite them. That's what's going to happen again.
Volker says the sticking point is that NATO members pledge to defend each other in war, and the U.S. and other countries don't want to start a fight with Russia. Also during the conference, President Biden is set to have his first meeting with the new British Prime Minister Keir Starmer tomorrow. Alsafa U.S. is recalling more than 2,000 pounds of frozen, ready-to-eat chicken. According to a notice from the USDA, routine testing found the Alsafa halal chicken may be contaminated with listeria. There have been no reports of illnesses, but you should not eat the chicken. Chancellor James Beebe is taking over the role after former Chancellor Joe Gao was fired for appearing in online pornography. While Gao's tenure is up in the air, Beebe is staying focused on the future. When asked about what it's like to become a university's leader during a difficult time, Beebe stressed the importance of staying focused on the university's goals.
I think to focus on what we do really well here, focusing on the positive things that UWL has done and will continue to do.
The Faculty Hearing Committee has still not released its decision on whether former Chancellor Gao should keep his tenure at the university, but when they do, Beebe can decide whether to recommend the UW Board of Regents fire his predecessor. 18,500 passengers took a ride on Borealis trains in the first month of service, according to Amtrak Midwest. The Borealis trains made their debut in May, offering connecting rides from St. Paul to Chicago with new stops in La Crosse and Tomah. The train makes 8 stops a day. Passengers can catch a train from La Crosse to Chicago daily at 2:16.
All right, speaking on the move here, well, Beryl, tropical depression Beryl still making a move, heading up towards the Midwest and then off to Toronto it goes. It will get some showers coming, well, you would think from Beryl, but no, they're coming from Canada. And with that, well, take a look here. We've got some fog, low cloud activity associated with what's going on out there right now. Calming winds and some clearing skies, and that brings in the fog to dense fog in some cases this morning. We have some showers on the way, but you can see them kind of drying out as they come out of Minneapolis. And temperatures today, well, Tuesday, we're looking at 80s. And we may see that yet again. Middle 80s across the board into Thursday. And then we wind up getting into Friday as well with 86 degrees with more sunshine leading into your weekend.
All right, well, today is National Sugar Cookie Day. The popular baked good was first called the Nazareth cookie after the Pennsylvania town where it originated. German Protestant bakers may have brought the recipe with them when they immigrated to America in the mid-1700s. You can celebrate today by posting pictures of your favorite recipe with the hashtag National Sugar Cookie Day. Our producer Andrew was kind enough to bring us some sugar cookies. So yeah, we
Way
get to
go.
celebrate the day.
Yay. Thank you, Andrew.
And thank you, Andrew. Yes, and thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your day. National.